Greetings, greetings, and good morning. Welcome to the aftermath of the dagger pain craft. Well, actually, I say aftermath, but it's still happening. It's still happening. We're deep in the middle of it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There I am. So, at risk of my own sanity, let me remind myself what happened because yesterday, speaking of sanity drain, hey buddy. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be a fresh stream start without a cat to come annoy me. Come here, buddy. Why don't you sleep on my lap? Hey, Droopy. How you doing, dude? I have a dagger to craft today. Can I get a crafting tip? Didn't you disparage my crafting tips yesterday? Are you sure you want my crafting? Do you sure you want to trust my crafting tips? Yeah. What do you need? How the fuck do you craft this? Let's take a look. Maybe I'll learn something. Hey. What is this? Holy shit. That's beyond me. I don't know. I honestly feel like it probably costs so much to craft this that and like it would take so much to learn how to do the craft. All the top LS Warden builds use this, and I have no idea where to start. Okay, hold on one sec. Cat cat is proving to be a nuisance. Are you gonna lay down? He's laying down. He's showing me his belly. It's over. Yeah, I actually don't know. No, I got it. It's chill. I'm not being serious. Yeah, for this one, I don't know. It seems like it's a lot of if I had to guess, if I had to guess, they probably secure the elemental damage of the attacks and socketed attack skills deal 40%. Wait, these are together. These are actually one mod. Or are they? Let's go to Craft of Exile and take a look at what these mods are. Cuz they're all shaper mods. So let's see. Shaper mod we have socketed gems are supported by level 20 Edwa and more attack damage and increased elemental damage with attack skills. Okay, so this is one mod. Okay, one sec. He is not laying down. Come on back. You know your beat. Okay. Sorry. I should just stop giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's gonna mess with me. Alice told me that Spicy Sushi made a video on it. Yeah, that would probably be like getting crafting insight from somebody who's actually crafted one would make a lot of sense. But just like I'm gonna walk through my own mental process on it just so maybe I can learn something. Because it's clearly an awakened like slam together craft. What I would guess is that you'd want to get the base first because you have to slam together two different influence mods. So you actually can't secure the prefixes on this thing because this is one mod, and then this is the other, but they're both shaper. So you probably just want to fossil spam an already combined weapon, shaper and elder, until you get both of these mods, and then your prefixes are done. And then the great thing about these two mods is they're both tagged as crit. So you can probably do some finagling with crit. It to me it seems like it's probably a lot of fossil crafting or potentially recombinating. And it gets like way less deterministic as you go on. But elemental damage with attacks and more attack damage are both attack tagged. They're both attack tagged and they're both gem tagged actually. So you'd have to contend with all of the suffixes. I guess you would have to contend with these suffixes too. Yeah, probably a sushi video. Somebody who's already crafted one would be like way better than my maybe advice. But if I were to try and craft something like that blind with like no prior information, it would probably be just start with a combined base, try and fossil craft your way into secured prefixes, and then do the same thing with suffixes, but it would be very, very expensive. I've never heard of sushi, reputable. My knowledge of spicy sushi is that he regularly crafts like mirror tier items in League, and I haven't heard anybody like disparage sushi. I haven't heard anything bad about sushi at all. Um, yeah, I mean, if the video is competent enough, it should speak for itself, right? Because it should it should serve as documentation of the process as well as an instructional. My thoughts at least. Feel you on the animal thing, yeah. He just has this fixation with these curtains that I got. They're these blackout curtains, and so he'll pull on them and he'll fuck with the light in the room. It's 20 minutes, which is 20 minutes less of GC watching. You can skip 20 minutes. You know, I mean, I'm just gonna be doing the same thing, right? I'm gonna be paint champ over here trying to craft my own dagger. Morning, Callus. We crafting. We crafting. Indeed. I'm trying to craft an offhand replacement for this ambusher. And I've got a couple of fractured crit multi bases here. Fuck, I just like remembering what happened yesterday. I was essence spamming contempt and I hit 200% with the essence flat and I accidentally rolled over it, which would have been fine. That would have been like, yeah, it would have been like 30% better than my current dagger, and it wouldn't have been crafted, so I could multi-mod suffixes. And I'm sad, but we'll get there again. We'll do it again. Uh, and yeah, Droopy was trying to ask for crafting advice regarding this dagger for the LS Warden that they're trying to swap to. I gave my paltry crafting advice, so they should be good to go after that. We were just both kind of in awe of this mad lad of a dagger. Or daggers, I guess. Tragic indeed. Indeed. But you know what? It's okay, because I'm actually less mentally acute today, so it'll probably just happen again. I woke up feeling like kind of awful. I don't know why. Maybe it was the like it finally hit me.
Remember, we do this for free.
I think it was just that I didn't have any caffeine yesterday, and I usually do. But let's see. I'm just gonna go at it, cause I've got some. I might need to liquidate some stuff. Yeah, probably will. I'll just go with chaos until I'm out of chaos. We're gonna go 100 at a time. Oh, I don't have enough gold. I am out of gold. Okay, well, maybe I'll start off with a little bit of gold farming then, just to set myself up for a crafting session. I do have a cortex. That's perfect. How you doing, Callus? Welcome back. How do these people understand some of this? He has a notepad of steps, and it is so long. Repetition. Repetition, I would imagine. It's probably a lot of doing the same thing or the same fundamental thing across many leagues and just beginning to see the patterns. It's like when Neo begins to, you know, see the Matrix. Like he can see it, you know. With enough exposure to PoE's convoluted crafting, it becomes like second nature. Certain aspects of it that were completely alien to me long ago, I've now internalized. And I could do them in my sleep. But I mean, I literally dream about it, is what I mean by that. Like, I can't escape it. I was showing Droopy yesterday, I got all my fees from mirror service in at once. You get like a gigantic lump sum. Just coming at you. But you said that you've got like 5 mirrors in your stash, right? So you probably aren't even too concerned about those things. You're like a rich oil baron who's just like on an exotic island hunting endangered wildlife. You don't care about money anymore. He's in over 6,000 divines. Jesus Christ, man. That's a lot of moolah. That's a lot of dosh. Good on you. Well, I mean, it sounds like you're paying back after, you know, like a painful initial investment. What with some of the things you've crafted taking over 10 mirrors. I'm sure it sounds fantastic now, but the actual crafting process probably took it out of you. You need item bases for those daggers? I have a few as well. I might. I was thinking about trying to recombinate the prefixes. Because I figure as long as I'm using the same ambusher base with a fractured multi, I could just recombinate. What the fuck? I could probably just recombinate the bases to get prefixes sorted. Which is all I really need. Because then I can just craft suffixes. And get another jewel socket. I think that's the last one, actually. And there is one more here. Good morning, Lotador. Up to 15 now. No building a new build. Well, if it lets you invest into something for your current build, I know like Archmage and Stacker items can get ridiculously expensive at the top end, so that might not even. That might be like one upgrade. Getting trapped in the vulture prison is never ideal. Yeah, I would imagine not. It doesn't look ideal. It doesn't look very good.
I've never seen anything like this. Defeat it for me.
So that's because I collected them for when I was profit crafting early league. Do you actually have any ambushers with fractured crit multi? Because if so, I could buy them off you in bulk. If I really get sick of just spamming essences or fossils, and it's recombinator time, that might save me some hassle. Because they're not that expensive. It'd be like a div a base, but I'd have to buy them.
This one is my own creation.
I've never seen anything like this.
Oh, that one did not
Defeat it
connect.
for me.
Some of these hits just don't connect. I'm not sure why.
Plenty more where that came from.
I'm gonna have to recheck my numbers, make sure my accuracy and like poison chance are capped out, like they're supposed to be.
I've never seen anything like this.
Because when it hits, it hits.
How? This isn't over. This will never be over. I will
Let's see.
unify humanity.
A chance to poison's capped. I think I mathed out chance to hit, and it shouldn't have changed since yesterday. We got a full tab taking up space with just stupid amounts of ambush bases. But I have a lot of ambushers. They're all Shaper influence. If it gets to the point where I am like really struggling to craft on the fractured bases that I do have, I may still consider just doing recom to get the prefixes that I want. But that should be enough gold to get some essences. If it happened once, it can happen again, right? I may have to take you up on that though. If it gets really bad. We'll see. I'm kind of hoping that I just like I've reset. My luck is reset. We're just gonna get it. Or something close. Something like comparable. It wasn't even that good. Like I would have felt so horrible if I rolled over what I knew was like multiple tier ones. With how infrequent these things seem to be, how rare they are. I didn't know how awful it was to craft like phys weapons. I mathed it out and it was probably like tier 2 hybrid and tier 3 or 4 percent, but still. It would have been the end of the crafting. Doing an instacker build and I've already spent 2 mirrors without even buying gear. What did you spend those 2 mirrors on? What? Where did they go? You just like sweat mirrors at this point? Did you wipe your forehead with like a stack of mirrors, sweating trying to put together the POB? You could fossil them? I might. I stopped fossiling them yesterday because I can't be fucked to socket resonators. But it might happen. Essence is probably, yeah, probably like less efficient, but I only have to click once. which cannot be understated. The importance of that is saves a lot of sanity. The sanity cost is a lot lower. There's a single jewel for that that's 1.4 mirrors. Is it one of the Sublime Vision ones? Or is it like a perfect adorned? What are those going for? I haven't even looked at those. 1.4 mirrors. Yeah, isn't one mirror enough? Sublime Vision. Yeah. That's the big money. Don't those things sell un-ID'd for like a ridiculous amount because of the potential? $80 div un-ID'd. What the fuck? Dude, you have to have some balls to ID one of these things. What the fuck? So imagine being one of these guys. Imagine IDing Vitality. Like you just deleted 80 divines. That's crazy. Perfect Adorns, I think, are like 0.7 mirrors. That is still quite a lot. That is quite something. I had to click over 1,000 div, and that never feels good. Oof. Just divining? Ugh. I think I've divined an item like maybe once or twice. And it's always been on a unique. I've never divined a rare. Back when perfect ashes were worth something, I actually did a foil map. And I dropped like the worst possible ashes and I divined it into the best possible ashes in one divine. And made like 7 div. That's a fond memory. In that league, 7 div was a lot for me. I think I've spent like maybe 10 div just on essences for this fucking dagger alone. "10 minutes, dudes? Oh, 10 minutes until what? What's happening?" Now I'm worried. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Oh, to pay 1.4 mirrors, right. My mind is still on crafting, but yeah. Yeah, well, having to trade more than an entire inventory worth of divines, like, don't you have to have, like, an impartial middleman who does the trade for you? How do you even fucking trade something that's that expensive? Hey, Nocho. Oh yeah, Satisfactory launch in 10 minutes. What's an imprint? It's a beast crafting thing. You can use a beast to create an imprint of a blue item that kind of like stores it in an item. And if you use the item on that same base again, it'll restore it to that. So you can use it if you have like 2 really good mods on a blue item and you're trying to regal on another one. Or if you have a synth thing that you're trying to reroll, is probably the more common use. So you can change the synth implicit, and if it's not what you want, you can just restore it. You fit 1200 div in one inventory. I've never even thought about that. I've never needed to do that. I think the most divines I've ever had in a trade inventory at the same time have been like 120. Whatever Mage Blood was worth at like the end of last league. Alright. That's the first round of essences down. Maybe I fossil. Maybe I fossil spam for a little bit. I think the currency efficiency one is just jagged and nothing else. Let's see. Oh, I actually should do max resonator 4 just to see. I mean, the amount of tries that it takes is ridiculously high. That I don't need tier 1s. I think that probably is Lotador and I were talking about satisfactory. Okay, cost efficiency is just jagged, but there is a bit of a raw efficiency one that I could do. Corroded, dense, jagged, sanctified. I could try some of these just to see if I hit like some tier 3s. I would honestly even settle for tier 4s. Because I currently have tier 4s. But I just need them to not have a crafted prefix. That's all I need. Alright, what was it? Corroded, dense, jagged, sanctified. That's 30 chaos a pop here, and I think it's 45 for a resonator. 40. So did you see new Palsteron tech? Kinetic Blast of Clustering. No, I didn't. Kinetic Blast of Clustering. Sounds like an eye melter. It is. No, I haven't, I don't really regularly watch Palsteron. Usually I'll see like his stuff at league start, and he's cooked up something wild. First try. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get like 10 of these. And then I'll see how much I hate. See how much I hate myself. 550. Blaster build that has a pretty big startup cost, but it's cracked. That sounds like it. I've seen even some pretty basic kinetic blast builds, and they look like complete eye cancer from the get-go. Hmm. That Actually seems like more trouble than it's worth. I think I'm just gonna do jagged resonators. Single jagged resonators. I'm nervous. You'll be good, dude. It'll be a good time. Just start it up. Oops. That's 2 mods. Yeah, link it. You can link it. There shouldn't be any protections to stop things from being linked. As long as you're not linking weird shit, link all you want. There's specifically no link protections in place so that people can link stuff. The consequence of that is that bots get to post here too, so link away. Make use of it. Here I am kind of interested. What is going on here? Let me pause the tunes. This is what the skill looks like, he says. Okay. Bitrate destroyer. Oh my god. I want to see it in a map. I want to see it in action. Wand inside, no pants. Oh my god. Yeah. It's a very, I actually can't tell where my mouse is. It took me a second to figure out where my mouse is because of how crazy that like the visuals on that are. What an insane looking build. The MTX really does it justice too. Like all the overlapping little shapes and stuff. He does the boss too. I think I think I get what it looks like. The boss probably instantly deletes and you don't even get to see it. It looks cool. It looks crazy. People figure this shit out with once again just like testing. Just huge amounts of testing, spending a lot of time just staring at path of building. If I can get flat on that. Ooh. And like it just ridiculous amounts of exposure to the game. Fire damage, fuck. Try and save it. Savable. Pretty fast boss kill. I would imagine. It looks like if all of those overlap, that he probably kills that thing fucking instantly. I know. Cold. Come on. One phys roll. Ah. I just wanted to see the overlaps. I wanted to see the interaction and how eye cancer it is. That is quite the skill. That is quite the thing to have to look at. Most PoE builds eventually turn into that. What's the purpose of the imprint? If you're doing an imprint, it's usually because you have a magic base that you've spent a lot of time getting to. Or in the case of like a synth item, you have literally an item worth like hundreds of divines, if not more. And it lets you cycle those implicits. In the case of, I guess if you're asking about imprints, like in the case of your dagger, it's probably because there's a point that you can reach at the magic stage of the item crafting that you can kind of semi-deterministically get to the next phase, which without being too risky if you just imprint. It usually just lets you safely move from one stage to the other, but at very expensive cost to you. That's my understanding. Out of raw chaos again. Time to liquidate, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna do 40 more resonators, and then I think I'm gonna go back to essence. So I can already feel that this is not enjoyable. It is kind of satisfying, though, to have an entire inventory full of, like, a crafting mat. Oh, I literally missed the last one. Alright, 40 more, let's go. I'm literally just looking for tier 4 prefixes or better. Tier 4 prefixes plus correct suffixes will be like a 10 or 13% damage upgrade. Come on, little dagger, you got this. I've seen your potential. I've seen what you can do. I believe in you. Might be time to go back to essences. Yeah. Let's get some more essences. What else can I liquidate? Any chisels? I think these chisels are worth a decent bit. Yep. Some chaos. I might run myself out of gold doing this. What the fuck? Wait, what are these ones? Enhancing pack size? Oh yeah, those ones are worth quite a bit. I do not have enough gold. Okay. Might need to put off the dagger craft until I get some more gold then. I'll see if I have enough for a stack of contempt. Let's see if I can get another 100. I don't even have enough for that. How much gold do I have? I have 5,000. There we go. So it's enough to get 70. And we go. And it'll probably be good for my mental well-being to just take a break as well after this. We can go do some, I want to go do some synth map rotations. Get some XP and gold at the same time. Damn game really called you poor. Yeah, I haven't been gaming a lot. I've been doing too much crafting. That hold up. Hold up, dog. No more. I guess it is a good way of letting me know that I've been doing too much crafting and not enough playing the game. The currency exchange market is such a good thing that in my mind, it's not even an option to go and use the regular trade site for things that I can buy in bulk like this anymore. I'm just like, yep, I guess I gotta go play the game rather than go use the trade site. I do those tier 17 runs. Yeah, I could test it. I could test this build on a tier 17 to see if it does, to see how well it does. I feel like it probably does pretty well. I mean, I already saw it against the, like, ridiculously juiced bosses, and it did okay. So if I was doing a, like, a regular tier 17... Not having to buy stupid shit like scarabs and stuff. Yeah, and if you want to try out a strategy, you can just buy like one of each scarab. Because most of the time, unless it's a really expensive scarab, nobody's going to want to sell you one like abyss scarab. So you can just get exactly what you need right away. It's also been really good when I want to try and buy something from somebody, but I'm like, ooh shit, they want like 80 chaos for this and I only have 60, but I have a bunch of divines. I can liquidate one in like 2 seconds. It's so good for so many things. It's good for allowing me to easily delete all of my currency into a dagger like this one. Yeah, I probably could do a normal tier 17. Tier 17s are fun too. I still have my, do I still have my box strat? I could just run boxes for a while. This build would probably do it much faster. Yeah, I do. There's tier 5%. There's no craftable hybrid. I could try and annul the Edwa. Okay, that's gone. Suffixes unfortunately are full, so if this hits, I'm gonna have to chance it. Fire damage. Yeah, that hit a suffix, that's good. Oh, it's dead. Okay. Let's go run some tier 17s. Do I have... I guess I could run whatever tier 17s I have. What is this? Frenzy charge on hit, reduced extra damage from critical strikes. I don't think that would affect my damage. Bloodstained Saw Blades do suck because I don't have corrupted blood removal. That map doesn't have, like, crazy numbies anyway. Maybe I'll just re-roll it. That's a bit better. Sanctuary. What is Sanctuary? Which boss is this? Ziggurat's Katarina. Is Sanctuary the expedition boss? Trying to think how much that, like, AoE would matter. I can't do minus accuracy anyway. Area of effect. Minions, that's fine. Monsters gain an endurance charge, that's fine. Chance to block attack damage. Oh. I don't really have access to an attack mastery. Yeah. It's, oh, it's the Sanctum, but okay, it's Lycia. That's fine, as long as she's not super buff. I think I'll just run this one. This one's not that crazy. We're mostly in it for the ambush anyway. So let's see. We want 3 of those. Openable again, and then discernment. Yeah, I actually have quite a few of these. It would have been easier to do it like this. All right, boxes, Exarch, ambush. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, very good at boxes because of the prolif. Ooh, openable again. What is this? Eldritch minions gain extra armor. That's fine. Consecrated ground? No, 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 no. Absolutely not. I could get the Mark Mastery, but I'm kind of point starved right now anyway. Oh. I just got myself, like, ailment immune and bleed immune. I'd be so much more shored up against stupid nonsense. People in chat are saying this is a 300 div craft? All for the dagger? It's definitely an expensive one. Eldritch Orb of Annulment. Oh, that's a good one. That's, yeah, that's quite the price to pay. How much worse would the build be, though, if you swapped and just, like, didn't use that exact dagger, but a slightly worse one? Like, could you still play without it? Duplicated Fortunate. Okay. Tink? A puzzle box. Nice. You'll love to see it. I forgot I'm gonna be making money while doing this too. Which I do need as well, because I am running myself out of all of my currency. Map boss gains evasion armor. I don't think I want that. I can still miss. Okay, damage is good.
Swift death.
Get to this. Go to the center.
World and blood. Impressive but futile. Swift death. You will know pain.
Ow. Okay, at least I can survive one of those little twirls now.
Inevitable.
That's pretty smooth. That's actually very smooth. Thank you. I can take this now just to spawn some boys. Is there any more map that I missed? Considering that used to be a mirror dagger, maybe 300 div isn't so bad. Yeah, I think map's pretty much over. Alright, 50,000 gold from that's not bad. Maybe I can just do a tier 17. And then I can use whatever I got from it to try and craft the dagger. That way it's broken up by gameplay, at least. It's the idea of how to make it. I don't know where to even find the right bases. It seems like quite the involved crafting process. But if you know you really like the build, and you just want a version of it that's better at bossing, then maybe just take it in chunks. If possible. All right, more dagger attempts. Let's go. I can do this. I don't even know that I need the upgrade, but I really want it. I am the embodiment of sunk cost at this point. I just want an upgrade. It's 4 daggers, and then you recombine them into 2, then recombine into 1. Oh shit. Okay. So then you want, like, one of the mods on each of the daggers? One of the influence mods on each of the daggers? That seems way easier than whatever convoluted shit that I was saying earlier. It seems like it's probably the League to do it then, with recombinators. And he imprints them to blue, so less rolls. And a lot of crafting multi-mod. I see. So still expensive to, like, even get to that point. Where you're recombinating. As long as there's good documentation, though, you should just be able to follow it, no? I have to liquidate a lot. He clicks so fast. You gotta go, you gotta slow the YouTube video down, yeah. It's always cold damage. No, don't worry about it, dude. I know it's tough because you said you've already invested a lot into your build, so I'm sure this is like a big deal, especially if, you know, the promise is that you're going to be able to do more than you can with your current build. I usually jump between builds a lot, so I'm not sure that I completely understand, but I'm sure it's a big deal. I've never gotten a build to the point where it's like, I won't say that I've never invested over 100 divs in a build, because sometimes my crafting ventures take me on wild fucking rides. Uh, whether like just unlucky or stupid. But very rarely have I done something like that where like the lucky deterministic purchases that you can make total to over 100 div. All right. Did I sell that Valdo's box? I think I might part with my reflecting mist just so I can turn some of this currency into sadness too. It had a big jump up. It basically doubled in price since since I first dropped it and decided not to sell it. So 16 divs. That's good. That's good by me. I'll take that. It's a gamble because I might not like it. Yeah, that's why I was saying maybe if you're able to like get the build into a workable state without a super high level of investment, maybe do that first and then work your way up. Like what kind of changes do you really need to make to the build for it to work as you know, to work just as a non-transfigured version? No, it just occurred to me that I never really understood why Ziz got so excited when he crafted his undisputed axe. I understand now. Because if I were to Exalt Slam one of the desired phys prefix mods, especially back then when, like, crafting was... I guess the ceiling for crafting was a lot lower, too. Is that hybrid? No. Alright. Ad's coming up in about 20 seconds. I think I'm gonna take it. After yesterday, I need to take many breaks from this. Just a few more clicks. Come on, just a few. Okay, I'm done. I'll be back. I'll be back to click on this dagger some